आज के स्ट्रीम में वीकेंड स्ट्रीम में स्वागत है। मेरा नाम है KDMS90। थोड़ा देर से शुरू किया क्योंकि कंस्ट्रक्शन का काम चल रहा था। क्या कर सकते हैं, अब कंस्ट्रक्शन चल रहा है तो कंस्ट्रक्शन होता है। थोड़ा लिंक्स वो सब डालना है और फिर शुरू कर देंगे। सब कुछ सही चल रहा है ना? हाँ, आवाज़ भी सही, इसकी भी आवाज़ आ रही है। मुझे बस एक चीज़ चेक करना है, 2 मिनट देना। 2 मिनट में शुरू करता हूँ। 2 मिनट भी नहीं, बल्कि उससे भी कम, 30 सेकेंड। दवाई ला रहा था, तो ये दवाई क्योंकि आधे घंटे में दवाई खानी है मुझे। और ये यार पिछले कंट्रोलर के साथ ड्रिफ्ट की इशू हो रही थी, इसके साथ ये गेम ऑडियो की इशू हो रही है। कोई ना कोई प्रॉब्लम हो रही है प्ले स्टेशन के साथ। चलो शुरू करते हैं। काफ़ी साइड को एक्चुअली देखता हूँ कितने हैं सब कुछ मिला के।
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Yes, I
Quick
do.
look.
इसमें बस एक है, ठीक है। इसमें भी एक, यहाँ पे 3 है, तो पूरा मिला के 5।
Always something in there.
हाइडवे के बाहर 5 है, हाइडवे के अंदर 1 2 3, ओ बाप रे बाप, 1 2 3 4, और पता नहीं यहाँ पे कितने होंगे। कम से कम 5, और उनमें से 3 चलो। ड्रिफ्ट शुरू हो गई यार इसकी। 3 प्लस वाले हैं जो मुझे मदद करेंगे। इसकी ड्रिफ्ट शुरू हो गई है सही में।
How are you doing?
थर्ड भाई स्ट्रीम में स्वागत है। इस बंदे से बात नहीं करना था। ये कंट्रोलर के साथ भी मेरा ड्रिफ्ट शुरू हो गया, वैसे चल रहा है। Talisman of Climbing. Enclosed you will find an item of high and strange order, one of which I require neither thanks nor recompense. One for which consider a reminder for where royalties are best placed.
All yours.
मुझे लगता है इससे खरीदे हुए
I may have more for you.
1 साल से थोड़ा ज़्यादा वो होगा इस कंट्रोल को खरीदे हुए। ऑलरेडी ड्रिफ्ट शुरू हो गया। तो उतना प्रोमिनेंट नहीं है कम से कम। श्री भाई स्ट्रीम में स्वागत है।
Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which,
वीक कैसे क्या
I'm
पूरा?
actually a bit
worried about him, and you want my advice.
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed.
सर भाई वैसे आप शॉप में हो क्या अभी?
As a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe
I'd speak to him again. Well, I
Was sleeping and
suppose there's
little
no
bit
point
gaming.
leaving him to stew.
सही है।
cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
ब्लैकस्मिथिंग ब्लूज, देखते हैं इस बार क्या मिलेगा ये इसकी मदद करने से।
How do you split the sea, you reckon? Reckon we're better off not knowing.
ये मैं नहीं हिल रहा हूँ, ये पूरा ड्रिफ्ट है। ऐसे क्या खेल रहा आजकल श्री भाई?
And lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
It's a wonder they made it back at all. I heard Odin was there.
back.
Doom Eternal, अच्छा गेम है.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Pepio
Stew's
nuts and all.
awfully thin these days.
Oh, what do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders their roots. Most of what we have now comes from here in the Hideaway.
शुभ भाई गुड मॉर्निंग. स्ट्रीम में स्वागत है. वैसे कहाँ पर हो डूम इटर्नल में श्री भाई?
Not this again. Ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen.
धन्यवाद शेयर करने के लिए श्री भाई.
You showed you a ring,
और
and at the sight of it clearly
वो पे
upset
आपको
you.
स्ट्रीम पसंद आएगा शुभ भाई.
Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate.
आपका वीक कैसे गया वैसे?
Bottling it up
सबसे
ain't
पूछता हूँ
gonna
ये
hurt no one.
स्ट्रीम में जब शुरू
If it
करता हूँ.
weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back.
तो ये डूम इटर्नल अच्छा गेम है श्री
The
भाई.
ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed
आपको मजा
together
आएगा बहुत.
back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I?
मैंने
See,
ये
in the decades,
अपने लैपटॉप में
last
खेला
time
था
I
ये.
almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back.
वैसे शुभ भाई आप कौन सा गेम खेल रहे
I
हो?
saw it. Vast has improved though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go
शुभ
and
भाई
pay him a
फिलोसफिकल
visit?
हो गए आप तो बहुत.
Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride and focus all your energies on the task at hand, keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't,
मेट्रो एक्सीडेंस ऑफ फ्यूरी. मेट्रो एक्सीडेंस मुझे मालूम है, फ्यूरी
you
मुझे
need to
नहीं
do
मालूम.
something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn?
फ्यूरी
You
कौन
know
सा
it's
गेम है?
right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
स्टॉइक शुभ.
Right.
सही नाम है फिर.
Magic.
स्टॉइक शुभ.
So, where do you reckon old what's his name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravost, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravost as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
नहीं यार.
Tell me we've run out
Stew's
of Pepio
awfully
nuts
thin
and
these
all.
days.
यार इतना इरिटेटिंग होता है यार जब ये ड्रिफ्ट होने लग जाता है कंट्रोलर. मैं ये लेफ्ट की तरफ मैं नहीं मूव किया, ये कंट्रोलर हुआ. कहाँ पे जाना है इसका? फील्ड्स ऑफ कोरोवा तो ये है ना. अब यहाँ से ही शुरू करना है. यार ये देखो ड्रिफ्ट हो रहा है. ये ड्यूल शॉक 5 है, बल्कि ये मेरा दूसरा ड्यूल शॉक 5 है. ये मेरा पहले वाला भी ड्रिफ्ट का इश्यू हो रहा था जिसकी वजह से मुझे नया खरीदना पड़ा था. और ये भी थोड़ा ड्रिफ्ट होना शुरू हो रहा है.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway.
पहले मैं भी बहुत पीता था,
Trouble.
पिया था,
I suggest you go
पीता
home.
नहीं था.
That's
ये
what I'm
MBA
trying
करते
to do,
वक्त.
you little prick.
MBA करते वक्त मैंने बहुत पिया था, मुझे भी हैंगओवर बहुत हुआ है,
No.
सही में. मैंने बल्कि MBA के समय हैंगओवर के साथ एक टेस्ट भी लिखा था.
Thorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
मैं पहले पीता था, अब नहीं पीता हूँ. मेरे हेल्थ की वजह से मैंने
Promise
बंद
I
कर
won't
दिया
throw the
पूरा.
first punch. That good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
मैं हफ्ते में सिर्फ 4 दिन ही खेलता हूँ क्योंकि 4 दिन ही मुझे समय मिलता है खेलने का. उसके बाद भी ड्रिफ्ट आ जाए तो क्या होगा यार. हर साल मैं नहीं खरीद सकता यार एक नया कंट्रोलर. ऐसे नहीं है कि ये
So this is Dravosh.
फ्री में दे देते हैं.
Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town.
और शुभ भाई अगर सही में हैंगओवर है तो आप आराम कर लो. स्ट्रीम में रहने की जरूरत नहीं है आपको. आराम कर लो आप. बाद में कभी आ जाना जब हालत सही हो.
Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
ना
There's a
मंडे
river of
ट्यूसडे
bad blood
वेडनेसडे
between me
वर्क
and
फ्रॉम
the
ऑफिस है. थर्सडे फ्राइडे वर्क फ्रॉम होम है.
Someone can
तो समय मिल जाता है वर्क
bridge.
फ्रॉम होम के समय.
Then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited
ये
it
पीसी
when
में
I
नहीं है
left.
शुभ भाई ये गेम.
Forge on the hill.
इसलिए PS5 में खेल रहा हूँ मैं. पीसी का इसके बाद
Needing it.
तो पहले थोड़ा सावस जेडाई का खेलूंगा. इसके बाद थोड़ा स्टार वॉर्स जेडाई का थोड़ा बचा है वो ख़त्म करूंगा PS5 में. उसके बाद रेजिडेंट इवल 3 रेजिडेंट इवल 4 वो सारे मैं पीसी में खेलने वाला हूँ. रेजिडेंट इवल 2 पहले स्ट्रीम करता था पीसी में वो भी.
Back yet.
He's helping the chief with something very important. You go back inside now.
Speak with Zoltan. ओह यहाँ पे ओह ये मिल जाता है इधर से सदर्न वेलक्रॉय डेजर्ट से.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
मेरा पीसी मेरा रूम हीटर है.
I'm looking for the chief.
पीसी बहुत गर्म कर देता है ये
It's a
सही
pleasure to
में.
meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to
जी
fire
भाई,
up the forges unless we can
मुझे
find
लगा
some
था ये
good
नया होगा तो उतना इश्यू नहीं करेगा वैसे.
I'm a busy man. as you
एटलीस्ट
can see.
इतने जल्दी नहीं करेगा ये ड्रिफ्ट का.
And piss off.
खराब फिर से हो रहा है यार.
Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is.
ऐसे जो RPG है उसमें उतना परेशान नहीं करेगा पर मैं थोड़े FPS गेम्स भी खेलता हूँ उसमें बहुत क्या बोलते हैं अनॉय करेगा जब स्पेशली अगर मैं एम कर रहा हूँ फिर ड्रिफ्ट हो जाए तो.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up, we'll be ruined.
Mama,
एक मिनट से बात कर।
fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole. The chief will think of something.
प्ले स्टेशन का कहीं ना कहीं तो होगा यहाँ पर ही पास में, हैदराबाद में हूँ, ढूंढना पड़ेगा कहाँ पर है पर इसका सिर्फ 1 साल की वारंटी होती है अगर मैं गलत नहीं हूँ ये कंट्रोलर की, और 1 साल से ज़्यादा तो हो ही गया है इसका।
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
ये ड्रिफ्ट ठीक हो सकता है?
At least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are 2 kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats.
देखता हूँ समय मिलेगा तो जाके देखता हूँ इसका।
You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road.
आपने करवाया क्या कई बार? I mean कराया होगा अगर आप बोल रहे हो हर 3 महीने ये ड्रिफ्ट आता है।
This place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming.
Well, आपने कभी पूछा ये ड्रिफ्ट होता क्यों है? कुछ आइडिया?
Ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravozd will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Elasticity.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two with you, August.
कोई आइडिया नहीं इसका क्या रिलेशन है पर होगा कोई ना कोई रिलेशन मुझे कुछ मालूम भी नहीं है ठीक से कैसे बनता है वैसे भी
I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Karava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Sid tried all sorts of leather to make those bellows, but salamander skin was the only kind that worked. Luckily for all our sakes, salamanders aren't too hard to find around these parts.
चलो जाके थोड़े salamander को मारते हैं.
Blackthorn's got some nerve coming back here.
अब जब नए कंट्रोलर बोल रहे हैं तो ये PS5 के कंट्रोलर में मैग्नेटिक जॉयस्टिक आ रहा है या फिर थर्ड पार्टी नए जो कंट्रोलर्स आते हैं? रुकना इसके पास में कहीं और है ना, ऐसे ही जाना होगा.
Run like the wind.
मैंने किया था, अगर मैं गलत नहीं हूँ, ये पहले ही पूछ लिया था श्री के बारे में कि कोई स्ट्रीम करते हैं कि नहीं, और ढूंढा भी था शायद। एक बार फिर से चेक करना होगा। यूजुअली मैं हमेशा पूछता हूँ लोगों जो स्ट्रीम में आते हैं कि कोई यूट्यूब चैनल है कि नहीं, याद रहता है तो, और फिर उनके यूट्यूब चैनल में जाके सब कर देता हूँ। Three things you liked and disliked in Final Fantasy 16. 3 चीज़ें, हाँ। एक चीज़, स्टोरी बहुत अच्छी लग रही है मुझे, कॉम्बैट बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, और वॉइस एक्टिंग भी बहुत अच्छी है। 3 चीज़ें ये हैं। दूसरी चीज़ें जो पसंद नहीं आई, स्टार्टिंग के साइड क्वेस्ट बहुत ही खराब थे। इसे आ देता हूँ। और ओह शिट शिट शिट, और मेन स्टोरी की एक और चीज़ ये है कि मेन स्टोरी के अलावा ज़्यादा कुछ यहाँ पे इसमें है नहीं। वो दूसरी चीज़ पसंद नहीं आई मुझे। एक और चीज़, दो के सही बोलूँ तो 2 से ज़्यादा मुझे दिमाग में आ रहा नहीं है जो मुझे पसंद नहीं आई है फाइनल फैंटेसी 16 में। दोनों इक्वल पार्ट्स में होना चाहिए। जैसे ये फाइनल फैंटेसी 16 क्या बोल रहा हूँ, दोनों कॉम्बैट और स्टोरी अच्छे हो तो मज़ा आता है सही में, बहुत ही ज़्यादा। एक एग्जांपल ले लो, ये 2018 वाला प्रिंस ऑफ पर्शिया जो था, उसका कॉम्बैट इतना बुरा बकवास लगा मुझे, मैंने बीच में ही बंद कर दिया था। मैं नहीं खेल पाया उससे सही में। स्टोरी मेरे हिसाब से अगर अच्छी भी ना हो, गेम प्ले हो तो मैं चलेगा मेरे लिए, पर अगर स्टोरी हो तो वो और ऐड करता है गेम के लिए मेरे लिए तो। भाई ना भाई, स्ट्रीम में स्वागत है।
What's this all about then?
Don't know. Some kind of new invention.
Good news, Clive. When I told people we'd be building them a new furnace, they were practically falling over themselves to help. Talk about changing their tune, eh?
Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Some species of salamander want to shed their tails in order to escape predators. Alas, all those of sufficient size to provide the unblemished stretch of skin that sets bellows require have no predator but mankind and are disinclined to part with their appendage.
There should be plenty.
भाई नो भाई,
Time to put these louds to work.
आपने अपने सारे वीडियोस डिलीट कर दिए क्या?
Finished in no time.
कोई वीडियोस नहीं दिख रहा आपके चैनल में अब?
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight. You know what this means, don't you? I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
आपके एक्चुअली उसमें ज्वाइन करने की कोशिश की थी। मंडे ट्यूसडे काम बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया तो लेट आया, और वेडनेसडे को मेरे आने से 5 मिनट पहले आपने अपना स्ट्रीम बंद कर दिया था। सुब भाई, मैं पहले बोल देता हूँ, आपको बोलने वाला था, मैं निंटेंडो गेम खेलता नहीं हूँ उतना, क्योंकि निंटेंडो बहुत कॉस्टली है इंडिया में। टॉप 5 गेम्स अगर मैं बोल दूँ लास्ट डेकेड, डेस्टिनी, क्योंकि अभी भी खेल रहा हूँ मैं डेस्टिनी, वो तो बोलना ही होगा. डूम इटर्नल, एक्चुअली नहीं, डूम इटर्नल से ज्यादा मुझे पहले वाला डूम लगा था.
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges.
उसके बाद
That's my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn.
Okay, लाइफ सर्विस नहीं तो डूम के साथ शुरू कर दो.
Our secret for yours.
ये क्या बोलते हैं? Horizon Forbidden West.
I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius.
Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7.
The man Dravost needed.
बहुत सही लगा था मुझे Resident Evil 7.
He took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say.
God of War
Weren't
2018.
built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right.
और Marvel Spider-Man चलो.
Nice little surprise for him.
Deliver the pit coal cinder to Blackthorn in the hideaway.
He's still explaining the ins and outs of the new forge, so I doubt we'll be going anywhere for a bit. No sense you waiting around anyway.
God of War Ragnarok. क्या?
Blackthorn, is it? Never thought I'd see his face in Dravost again.
I'll bet the blacksmiths will be queuing up to buy you a drink now. Reckon you might have saved this town and everyone in it.
चलो. God of War Ragnarok. गेम प्ले में ज़्यादा चेंजेस नहीं थे उतने. एक वो जो नया स्पीयर था वो मुझे मज़ा आया इस्तेमाल करने में सही में. वो एक अच्छा एडिशन था गेम में. स्टोरी भी ठीक थी पर मुझे इनकम्प्लीट लगी सही बोलूं तो. काफ़ी स्टोरी लाइन से जो मुझे इनकम्प्लीट लगे गॉड ऑफ वॉर रैग्नारॉक में.
Don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Gentlemen, both made it home in one piece.
मेरा फेस कैम नहीं होने वाला शुभ भाई.
Stay out welcome. The whole went out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has.
कपैड नहीं खेला मैंने सही बोलूं तो.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Sooty black shards recently removed from the equally sooty black depths of the Dravost mines. Scattering them over a fire produces a hot crimson flame for which the effect substance has long been highly prized by desert fortune tellers looking to strike the fear of inferno into their superstitious clients. कोरी बोल रहा कोई साई-फाई कोई बनाने वाला है. मैं उसका इंतजार कर रहा हूँ. मजा आएगा मेरे हिसाब से तो जो भी बनाएगा वो.
And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. He didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless nights trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes.
पता नहीं एक और बनाएंगे कि नहीं
Now,
इसका
where was I?
मुझे तो नहीं लगता
About to
अभी
put
के लिए
Sultan
बनाएंगे
back in his place.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good.
अगला गेम मेरे हिसाब से सैंटा मोनिका स्टूडियो का कोरी बॉल रॉक का ही होगा वो जो साईफाई बनाने की कोशिश कर रहा है
Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. That's good enough for me.
क्या अनलॉक हुआ A diagram detailing the steps to craft a belt to end all belts. Oh, Ouroboros. देखे तो ये कैसा है Ouroboros belt?
Trouble with your gear, or... Yeah.
Oh, the blighted thing flowed, didn't it? The weight of all that
shit
made had me knock out. I thought it would sink straight to the bottom. Always the way with Mid's invention though, isn't it? You ain't got a clue what the hell you're looking at when she hands you the design, but they always seem to work.
That one.
I write boil on the R's sometimes, but clever all the same. देखे तो एक मिनट.
What's saying for you, dear?
Ooh, 300, yes. और ये बना सकता हूँ मैं.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
ओरोबोरोस ओरिकेलम चाहिए और स्टोन टंग. ओरिकेलम पता नहीं कहाँ से मिलेगा. इसके लिए भी ओरिकेलम, स्टेन लॉइन क्लॉथ और बोल फ्लावर. वाह भाई वाह. काफ़ी चीज़ें चाहिए उसके लिए. पहले ये नीचे वाला कर लेता हूँ. उन्होंने कुछ ज़्यादा ही स्टोरी एक गेम में क्रैम करने की कोशिश की मेरे हिसाब से रैग्नारॉक में. इसकी वजह से इम्पैक्टफुल नहीं लगा उतना जितना लग सकता था. पर वो प्लान तो था 3 गेम्स बनाने का मेरे हिसाब से, पर उन्होंने फाइनल डिसाइड किया कि वो एक और गेम नहीं बनाएंगे, बस ये रैग्नारॉक के साथ ख़त्म कर देंगे. इससे अब क्या मिलेगा, फिर से और भी ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव मिल जाए तो मज़ा आएगा.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get
वैसे शुभ आपने मुझसे टॉप 5 पूछा गेम्स. आपके टॉप 5 क्या हैं पिछले डेकेड के?
The soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound.
वैसे भाई यहाँ पर हो तो डिलीट क्यों कर दिया आपने सब कुछ?
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Please, sir, can I have some more bowl?
Those who encountered this Morble in Rosaria claim it was as large as a house. Think of all the ether it must have consumed to attain such a prodigious size. Its vines will be bursting with untold vigor.
क्यों क्या हो गया भाई ना भाई? क्यों मन नहीं कर रहा है? तो स्ट्रीम नहीं करोगे क्या अब से? भाई मैं एक भी स्ट्रीम नहीं जोड़ पाया आपके, एक स्ट्रीम तो जोड़ने दो। चलो अभी हंट बोर्ड में एक्स्ट्रॉर्डिनरी मार्बल को ढूंढना है। ऐसे पर समझ में आता है, मेरे ऑफिस में भी ना ये कुछ सुना था कि थोड़े टीम्स को पांचों के पांचों दिन ऑफिस बुलाने की बात चल रही है। हमारे टीम को नहीं, पर थोड़े दूसरे टीम्स को। अगर मुझे भी पूरा पांचों के पांचों दिन ऑफिस बुलाया ना, तो मैं बहुत हाई चांसेस है मैं भी स्ट्रीमिंग और ये यूट्यूब सब कुछ छोड़ दूंगा। थर्सडे फ्राइडे क्या बोलते हैं, वर्क फ्रॉम होम होता है तो थोड़ा आराम भी मिल जाता है मुझे। वो अगर नहीं मिला तो मैं स्ट्रीम नहीं करूंगा। ओह इसके नेक्स्ट और एडवेंचर्स हो गए। Did I ever tell you about the time I flew all the way to the bottom of the Zemeckis basin?
What did you find down there?
A deeper understanding, Kupo. From the outside it seems so mysterious. Where does all the water go to, Kupo? Why does it never fill up? And what's behind the waterfalls? Those were the questions I flew in to find the answers to, Kupo. But instead I found out something about myself. I can't swim, Kupo. I hear your brother isn't a fan of carrots, Kupo. If every carrot of Rosaria is anything like the one that just got posted on the board, I can see why, Kupo. Marble. ये रहा marble. इन्हें नहीं मारा मैंने. Shit. चलो बाद में मार दूंगा. अभी के लिए इससे माना है. Carrot. If you should come across a red carrot protruding from the marshes of 3 reeds, do not attempt to pull it from the swampy soil. It is, in truth, another root vegetable entirely. An exotic species of marble that uses a modified carrot vine as a lure to draw its prey close, before emerging from the earth and swallowing them whole. A cruel way for nature to turn these times of privation to her advantage. The Whispering Waters, 3 reeds. Marshes of 3 reeds. Whispering Waters का है अब? यार कौन से एम्पायर में है पहले? रोजारिया में 3 reeds whispering कुछ एक कलर। थ्री रीड्स कहाँ है, विस्परिंग कहाँ है? कहीं भी नहीं दिख रहा मुझे। ये रहा 3 रीड्स। यहाँ पर ये गारंटीड यहाँ पे है। वॉल्टन भाई स्ट्रीम में स्वागत है। असैसिन्स क्रीड ब्लैक फ्लैग 2010 में रिलीज हुआ था क्या? मुझे लगा था वो 2010 से पहले रिलीज हुआ था असैसिन्स क्रीड ब्लैक फ्लैग।
Ready, girl? Run like the wind.
ओके, कहाँ पे जाना है अभी? यहाँ पे आगे ही जाके दाईं तरफ मुड़ना है मुझे। हाँ, 2013। वो मुझे दिखा नहीं था वो लिस्ट में जो मैंने चेक किया था ऑनलाइन। अगर वो है तो वो भी मैं इंक्लूड करूँगा। वन ऑफ द बेस्ट असैसिन्स क्रीड गेम है ये ब्लैक फ्लैग। उसका शिप के साथ गेम प्ले इतना मजा आता था सही में। कैरेट रैंक भी। ओह शिट, मैंने शायद गलती कर दी। यप, डेफिनेटली गलती करी। और नहीं, आजा आजा। ये सब लोगों को जीटी पसंद है पर मेरे अलावा। वो भी है, मुझे ज्यादातर फैंटेसी और साईफाई गेम्स पसंद है। मैं ज़्यादातर वैसे टाइप के ही गेम्स खेलता हूँ, फैंटेसी साइफाई, और GTA ज़्यादा रियल लाइफ टाइप का है, तो मुझे कभी पसंद नहीं आया। मैंने खेला था GTA 3 या 4, पसंद करने की कोशिश की पर नहीं आया मुझे पसंद, सही बोलूँ तो। नहीं आपको डूम इटर्नल डूम 1 से ज़्यादा पसंद आया? मुझे पहला वाला डूम ज़्यादा अच्छा लगा था, सही बोलूँ तो, डूम इटर्नल से। ये इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि डूम इटर्नल बकवास है, बस मुझे पहला वाला डूम ज़्यादा अच्छा लगा था। आजा। शिट। जा। मारते जाओ। सेकीरो पसंद आएगा तो वो वॉल्ट एंड बाय का सेकंड फेवरेट गेम है सेकीरो। ब्लडबॉर्न के बाद आपको ब्लडबॉर्न भी पसंद आया होगा फिर। एक ब्लडबॉर्न थोड़ा अलग गेम है असल में सेकीरो से। उधर कैसे पहुंच गया ये? Oh shit! कहाँ पर है? नहीं, इतना आसानी से नहीं मारने दूंगा मैं। इतना धीरे होता है यार ये। ये डॉज सही टाइम पे डॉज नहीं कर पाया यार, वरना ये हो जाता। ये चल रहा है अभी, थोड़े साइड क्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ। ये पहला साइड क्वेस्ट शुरू किया मैंने वॉल्ट एंड बाय। ओ नहीं। जा। हाँ लगता है ये पूरा मॉर्निंग वाला तो एटलीस्ट साइड क्वेस्ट में ही लग जाएगा। बहुत ज़्यादा साइड क्वेस्ट है अभी, और प्लस थोड़े हैं जो मेरे गेम प्ले को भी बढ़ाएंगे। अगर एल्डन रिंग आपको पसंद है तो आपने ये वैसे सुबह एल्डन रिंग और सेकिरो के अलावा फ्रॉम सॉफ्टवेयर के कौन से गेम्स खेले आपने? डार्क सोल्स खेला आपने? ओह नाइस। मारते जाओ इसे। लगभग 60,000 यार, मजा आ गया। ओ गलत बटन। आजा मेरी तरफ। अरे यार ये ठीक से डॉज नहीं कर पा रहा हूं मैं, परफेक्ट डॉज। परफेक्ट डॉज नहीं करना है, बहुत अच्छा है। डीएसपी बेस्ट बॉसेस है तो बेस्ट गेम प्ले क्या है फिर? मार दिया, मैंने देखा भी नहीं था। उसकी हेल्थ इतनी कम है, मैंने ध्यान भी नहीं दिया। Morbol tendril. Extending from the underside of a morbol's body, these tendrils mainly serve the purpose of locomotion. When times are lean, however, they can also serve as temporary roots, drawing ethereal energies from the soil. It is said that a morbol only blooms once every 30 summers, and when it does, that the resulting flower emits such a noxious odor that flies, beetles, vultures, and other cravers of carrion are drawn from leagues around by the stench. The resultant convergence sees the flower pollinated and the morbol devouring those late to the festivities.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
DS2 ले लो। जैसे मेरा कहने का मैंने DS2 में मैंने वॉल्टन भाई को खेलते हुए देखा था। DS2 उसमें मुझे लगा था कि उस स्टैमिना कुछ ज़्यादा ही जल्दी ख़त्म हो जाती है, और उसका जो क्या बोलते हैं हील करने का समय जो लेता है ना प्लेयर हील करने में, एनिमेशन वो बहुत ही लंबा था। DS3 में मुझे वैसे नहीं लगा था, और अगर मुझे याद है तो DS1 में भी उतना समय नहीं लगा था हील करने में। तो वो छोटे मोटे जो गेम प्ले वैसे डिफरेंसेस होते हैं ना, तो उसकी वजह से आपको कौन सा डार्क सोल्स गेम है जो आपको गेम प्ले सबसे अच्छा लगा? ये छोटे मोटे क्या बोलते हैं क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ भी अगर इंक्लूड करो तो कौन से डार्क सोल्स गेम्स का गेम प्ले आपको सबसे अच्छा लगा था? ओह, DS1 और 2 नहीं खेला, ओके। हाँ, मुझे सही बोलूँ ना तो मुझे वैसे गेम्स ज़्यादा अच्छे लगते हैं जिसमें मैं जंप कर सकता हूँ। अगर जंप का ऑप्शन नहीं है तो गेम प्ले का थोड़ा कम हो जाता है मेरा मज़ा। सारे गेम्स में ऐसा नहीं है, पर थोड़ा बहुत ऐसा है। मुझे जंपिंग पसंद है। एल्डन रिंग में जंपिंग है, जिसकी वजह से वो डेफिनेटली मेरे लिए तो डार्क सोल्स से मुझे ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता। गॉड ऑफ वॉर 18 है, इसलिए मैंने कहा सारे में नहीं, ज़्यादातर गॉड ऑफ वॉर 18 में चलता है। मुझे फिर भी पसंद आया वो, जंप ऑप्शन भले ही नहीं था।
Sid, I can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a most violent manner.
Yeah. It's your problem now.
What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with vitality. If I can successfully graft this to the Morganbeards... when I successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once.
मैंने कभी वो पुराने वाले गॉड ऑफ वॉर खेले नहीं। मैं खेलना चाहता था एक्चुअली, गॉड ऑफ वॉर 1, 2, 3, गॉड ऑफ वॉर 2018 से पहले। पर सोनी पता नहीं क्यों सिर्फ और सिर्फ उन्होंने गॉड ऑफ वॉर 3 को PS4 के लिए रिमास्टर किया था, 1 और 2 को नहीं। तो मैं सीधे के सीधे गॉड ऑफ वॉर 18 में गया।
It is just as I hoped.
तो क्या बोलते हैं,
How the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor.
जो कट सीन था ना, जब हमें ब्लेड्स मिलता है, वो मुझ पे उतना इम्पैक्ट नहीं आया जितना मेरे हिसाब से गॉड ऑफ वॉर जो स्टार्टिंग से खेल रहे हैं उन पे हुआ होगा। तो फिर भी बहुत सही था वो वाला सीन, जब ब्लेड मिलता है, बहुत ही सही था वो वाला।
But this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards, and would you believe, its potency has nearly doubled. You must accept this file as thanks for your assistance.
पूरा कट सीन, म्यूजिक, सब कुछ बहुत सही था। वो ब्लेड्स जब लेता है, I will be your monster no more, या ऐसे ही कुछ बोलता है। If adding the extract of Morganbeard petals to curative or performance enhancing potion increases their potency, then imagine what adding the extract of Morganbeard petals fortified with the vigor of a morbol gripped with madness might do. Potency maximized. बहुत अच्छे। स्ट्रीम में जोड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद शुभ भाई। आप आराम करो, अभी आराम करो। You have obtained a file of invigorated Morgan beard extract, further increasing the potency of most consumables. Both potions and high potions now restore even more HP, while strength, stone skin, and lionheart tonics last even longer.
Allow me to thank you again, Master Sid. I do believe you have quite a knack for this sort of work. Should you ever grow tired of saving the realm, we would happily welcome your assistance here in the backyard on a permanent basis. I jest, of course.
चलो एक और हो गया और मेरे पोटेंसी बढ़ गई मेरे पोशंस की, एकदम सही है। वैसे वॉल्टन था भाई यहाँ पर हो तो फ्राइडे को काम कुछ ज़्यादा ही हो गया था क्या? कल स्ट्रीम नहीं था कोई। चलो कुछ भी करने से पहले मुझे पहले अपना ये पोशंस वो सब फुल करना है।
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. It'd better all be here.
स्ट्रेंथ टॉनिक नहीं इस्तेमाल करता हूँ यार, ये बाबा भूल जाता हूँ। ये भी इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए मुझे बॉसेस के खिलाफ।
Finished, are you?
ओके, फिर से ब्लैकस्मिथ ब्लूज 4। ग्रेट, सही में। चलो देखते हैं अगला एक और ज़्यादा ताकतवर गियर मिलेगा इसके बाद।
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Rendezvous with August in Dravost.
Split the sea.
फिर से गलत बटन। Dravost. नॉर्थ गेट अब खुल जाएगा मेरे हिसाब से वो उनसे लड़ने के लिए काशिक 20।
Oh, you're here. August's waiting for you inside. Well, go on then.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer, you can swing a sword.
I never thought I'd have to.
देखे तो क्या बातें हो रही है इनके बीचों में। हाँ दूर चले गए मालूम है।
You've spread the word. Those who can't fight are taking refuge inside their houses.
Good. Then let's get the tools out.
हर कोई लड़ाई करने के लिए तैयार हो रहा है यहाँ पे। आकाशिक 20 और उसको संभालेंगे हम ही एंड में।
Promise you'll come back to me. Don't you dare leave me alone.
I promise, all right? Now stay indoors and stay quiet.
ये क्या डिस्कस कर रहे हैं देखे तो।
Anyone without a blade, come and get one. Sharpest edge in Dravost, guaranteed.
ये ऐसे ही बस दे रहा है।
The brass neck of that girl.
everyone's coming together to fight for their lives, and she hasn't lowered her prices a gill.
Would you like to see my wares?
40,000 यार, ठीक है, मेरे पास वैसे भी 92 हैं.
Go safely now.
चलो बात करते हैं इससे और लड़ना शुरू करते हैं पहले.
Sid, good to see you. Our scouts are keeping watch on the edges of the ether flood. Any movement, you'll be the first to know.
Okay. और अब शुरू करते हैं.
Clive, you're here.
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did ya?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Speak with August when you're ready. पहले इनसे बात करूँगा.
Prick or not, I won't abandon Dravost to a swarm of Akashic.
नहीं, Zoltan से बात करना चाहता हूँ. August से नहीं अभी. Zoltan.
Just say the word. The villagers know to keep out of sight when the fighting starts.
और अब मेरे पास सब कुछ है. मैंने ऑलरेडी फुल कर दिया था अपने पोशन सब कुछ. तो बात करते हैं.
You ready for the off then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
भाई ना भाई आप ये Pokemon Unite के कोई वीडियोस अपलोड करोगे?
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left.
So yeah,
give you as much time as I can.
Gameplay upload, no commentary.
If they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
तो Pokemon Unite के करोगे या फिर वैसे ये Batman Telltale series के भी थोड़े करोगे?
Take good care of Dravos till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
सेकेंड एपिसोड मुझे लगता है आपने किया था ये Batman Telltale सीरीज का.
Which one of you is first?
वाह भाई वाह. इसको देखना है हमला. इसको नहीं. Oh shit. वन हो गया. धन्यवाद. इसे जल्दी से मारो. ओह सही है. गलत वाला. या दो जल्दी से पहुंच जाए. ये वाला वापस लगा देता हूँ अब. आजा. इनको मारना आसान होगा बहुत. अबे इसका हो जाए यार. हाँ फाइनली एक और बस शॉट मारना था. वो मारने ही नहीं दे रहा था. अलविदा. एनिमीज अप्रोच ऑफ कोर्स इतना आसानी से थोड़ी ना खत्म होगा पूरा. मुझे मारेगा. हाँ जाओ. किससे मार रहा है? हम क्या? Too slow. गलत वाला. ये मारा नहीं अब तक. एक शॉट बस मारना था इसे. आकाशिक ग्रिफिन. ओह डैम. इतना आसानी से नहीं करने दूंगा. अरे यार. Oh shit. Ooh, precision dodge. Good. इसके खिलाफ जरूरत नहीं है. इसके खिलाफ सही है. स्टोन्स के वो सब की जरूरत नहीं है सही बोलो तो. फोन अच्छा होता तो सब हम लोग अगले साल पीसी बना रहे हो ना 505 तब ज़्यादा अच्छे से अपलोड कर पाओगे आप। ज़्यादा वैरायटी गेम्स भी कर पाओगे फिर।
Is that it? Apparently not.
Shit. Fuck.
Past me. Too slow.
Shit. Oh fuck. मुझे शायद हाई पोशन इस्तेमाल नहीं करना चाहिए था, मुझे नॉर्मल पोशन इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए था। क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं सही में? ये प्रिसीजन डॉज के चक्कर में मैं अपनी हेल्थ कम कर रहा हूँ और कुछ नहीं। फिर से प्रिसीजन डॉज की ट्राई की मैंने इतना बोलने के बाद में। मजा आता है यार क्योंकि सही में प्रिसीजन डॉज करने में।
To me, boy.
पता नहीं क्या कर रहा हूँ, इतने धीरे धीरे मार गया। ये है ना असली। प्रिसीजन डॉज मजा आता है यार, मैं नहीं करना चाहिए पर फिर भी मजा आता है करने में प्रिसीजन डॉज। बाबा करते ही रहता हूँ, करते ही रहता हूँ। मारते जाओ। Oh shit. Oh shit. ना आसानी से नहीं मारने दूंगा मैं। ये देखो इतना धीरे धीरे हमला कर रहा हूँ मैं, ये नॉर्मल अटैक सही है। हाँ भैया Oh shit. गलत बटन पर ठीक है चलता है। लगभग 2 हो गया, लगभग 2 हो गया। इसे मारते जा, मारते जा। ओके, इसे मार सकता हूँ मैं अभी। मर जाएगा, मर जाएगा, मर जाएगा, मर जाएगा। यस। पहला है ये शायद मेरा किमेरा जिससे मैंने लड़ा है। कल कोई यूनिक ड्रॉप नहीं मिला इससे, पहला भी है तो।
Now the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
मिस्टर भाई यहाँ पे हो तो कोई एक गेम है जिसका आप इंतजार कर रहे हो खेलने का पीसी में?
Don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Report back to Zoltan.
Sid! You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravovst won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
Spider-Man, सही
As
गेम
for
है।
you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos.
Spider-Man और Spider-Man माइल्स मोरालेस भी या सिर्फ Spider-Man खेलना चाहते हो?
Thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder.
सारे Spider-Man मतलब पुराने वाले भी या सिर्फ Insomniac के वाले?
But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
पुराने भी.
Keep this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even.
मुझे याद है एक गेम Spider-Man का जो मैंने बहुत पहले खेला था, जिसमें हम सिर्फ रूफटॉप्स में रहते हैं और कोई स्ट्रीट कुछ नहीं.
We churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy.
नीचे गिरा तो मरो.
Turns a profit.
अब मजा आया था फिर भी वो खेलने में.
Not the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn.
वैसे मोबाइल में Steam डाउनलोड कर लो, अभी Steam समर सेल चल रहा है. देख लो कोई अच्छे सेल्स चल रहे हैं कि नहीं पुराने Spider-Man गेम्स में.
If it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer.
100 या 100 के नीचे भी रुपीस में मिल जाएंगे मेरे हिसाब से अगर अच्छा सेल चल रहा है.
Elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Cracked anvil.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned a
पुराने वाले Steam में तो नहीं दिख रहे मुझे सही बोलूं तो.
But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry.
अभी चेक किया मैंने Spider-Man की games. पुराने वाले दिख रहे नहीं है कोई.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravozd in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the Hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Return to the hideaway and speak with Blackthorn.
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore Dravozd to its former glory. Barring ether floods, that is.
I'll tell you what, Clive. If we pull this off, it will ruin every other sword you've ever held.
I'll get him back to the hideaway. Don't you worry about that.
यहाँ पे भी थोड़ा बहुत हुआ है.
Thank you for your help, Sid. I don't know if we could have done it without you.
थोड़े चोट लगे लोगों को.
And with hardly a man wounded. Which is well, for we'll be needing all the strength we can to keep the Akashic down.
कोई भी बात नहीं कर रहा सही में. एक है जहाँ पे शायद बात कर रहे होंगे. Well, वो परिवार यहाँ पे नहीं है.
It's just a few cuts and bruises. Nothing worth worrying about.
अच्छा यहाँ पे जो परिवार था ना उनका भी कुछ होता यार. कोई डायलॉग या कुछ या दिखाते कि क्या हुआ. बंदा मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली बच गया होगा पर पता नहीं यार. इस गेम में तो मार ही देते हैं लोगों को. चलो यार काफी कर दिया. अब जाके ये एक नया सोर्ड लेते हैं. पता नहीं उसे क्राफ्ट भी कर पाऊंगा कि नहीं पहली बात.
Come back.
योटे कम बैक. जोशुआ को बोल रही है. well. अभी मैं नया सोर्ड देखना चाहता हूँ. 300 था पिछला वाला. ये कितने का होगा डैमेज?
The man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his level work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk to the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
तो हम में कोई पेटियां करने की जरूरत नहीं. सही है.
Well, bugger me. actually did it. The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost. We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
और देखते हैं क्या मिला। जो सोड मिला है वो कितने का है डैमेज। A diagram detailing the steps to forge a sword that might slay a god. Got a damn design craft. पता नहीं कैसे स्पेल करते हैं, ये जर्मन वर्ड है, उतना तो मुझे मालूम है। Got a damn और ये रहा रैग्नॉक 325। Ancient Ashen legend supports that one day the Age of Dominance will draw to a close in an epic clash of icons that sets the land ablaze, cleansing it of foulness and allowing for its rebirth. A clash they call Ragnarok. ये exotic है और ये legendary है और ये इससे ज़्यादा डैमेज करेगा। वाह भाई वाह।
Do you reckon we finally got to the bottom of Blackthorn's troubles then? That'd be something, eh? Now, he wouldn't be Blackthorn if he didn't give us the odd scale.
No need to thank me for the sword. I'm happy just to be here. You've built a fine home for yourselves, and I can see why Blackthorn's so taken with it. Look after the old bastard for me, will you? I'll be off soon, but next time you're in Dalmekir, be sure to pay me a visit. Snotty will let you in.
ओके देखते हैं क्या क्या चाहिए उसके लिए। Got a damn rum.
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best. So, what'll it be?
ओके ये भी एग्जॉटिक है। ऑरिकेलम 3, डार्क स्टील 2 और प्रिमिटिव बैटल हॉर्न 1। और डार्क स्टील और प्रिमिटिव बैटल हॉर्न मुझे हंट बोर्ड से मिलेंगे। बहुत अच्छा है। वो अटैक लगभग 500 हो गया यार, स्टैगर और अटैक। डिफेंस बढ़ाएगा। कॉमेट फेदर है पर स्टोन टंग ऑरिकेलम नहीं है। ऑरिकेलम बहुत ज़्यादा चाहिए सही में। 5 ऑरिकेलम चाहिए अगर मैं गलत नहीं हूँ तो। हाँ 5 ऑरिकेलम चाहिए मुझे। 3 लायन क्लॉथ एक ही चाहिए। स्टोन टंग पता नहीं कहाँ से मिलेगा। So shall the end feed a new beginning. Having found this leather belt adorned with the ancient seal of the Devourer of Worlds, the search for the perfect waistwear is over, or has it just begun? Devourer of Worlds, ये एक वो था शायद S-class hunt board. 2 sons did the Devourer beget, and like their father would they look ever forward to the past. Upon placing the smooth leather cuffs upon your vest, they cinch tight to your skin in an oddly warm embrace. Removing them requires more effort than it should.
And?
मेरे हिसाब से सारे के तीनों जो चाहिए ना
Run out of Pepio nuts and all.
वो मुझे उससे ही मिलेंगे एस क्लास हंट्स जो है. डैम अभी ये भी बचा है. पहले देख लेता हूँ इसमें कोई प्लस वाला है नहीं मेरे हिसाब से, वरना यहाँ पे दिखाई देता. और मैं क्या पहले मिड्स डंजन ही करता हूँ, मुझे सारे प्लस वाले करने हैं. बात कर लेता हूँ गोट से.
There's no one like our Nan.
She can be a bit grumpy, but deep down she's got a heart of gold. My mom and dad worked me like a dog and still called me a witless, worthless waste of space. Said it so much I started believing them. But then Nan got wind of how they were treating me and she didn't like it one bit. Pulled out a big fat purse full of gold and threw it at their feet.
Your lad's worth double that.
She said. And if you lot can't see it, you hand him over to someone who can. All that shining, glittering gil, and Nan said I was worth more. I'd never been so happy in my life.
And I've never looked back.
I started working for Nan right then and there, and I'll gladly stay with her till my dying day.
Be careful out there.
अच्छा रिलेशनशिप है ये गोट्स और कैरन के बीच में.
Tried Molly's lemon tarts. I've never had anything so delicious.
I should be so lucky. They're all in Tet's belly before they've even had time to cool.
Okay. क्या दे मिलेगा ये हमारा पर्स मेरे हिसाब से पर्स नहीं सॉरी आइटम्स की लिमिट बढ़ जाएगी मेरे हिसाब से और भी.
Lost. It can't be true.
I'm sorry, but the report was clear. The scouts found no survivors.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
What a wonderful idea, Jocelyn. Let's do just that.
Ooh. The Heroes 3. This is the tale of three gallant knights. Lady Aemit the Brave, Sir Artorius the Bold, and Sir George the Brazen, who, trained in cunning by the fabled architect Midadolphus, and armed with the arcane knowledge imparted upon them by their benevolent headmistress Shaligan of the Seven Seas, embarked on an epic journey from their home, hidden deep within the towering sepulchres of a drowned lich yard, and out into the untamed wild. A journey that would see them defend the weak, rescue the ailing, uplift the downtrodden, and vanquish the darkness that had once again taken root in the land, just as the great outlaw Sidwin had done before them. सिडविन तो मेरे हिसाब से ओरिजिनल सिड के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं शायद. चार्ली के ये टीचर है मेरे हिसाब से. मिडाडोल्फस मेरे हिसाब से मिड है. टेबल्ड आर्किटेक्ट मिड डेफिनेटली. आइमेट आर्टेरियस सर जॉश वो ये तीन है. और ज़्यादा अच्छे हो गई है इसकी स्पेलिंग वो सब.
I finally finished the book I was writing. You're welcome to read it. If young Jocelyn hasn't already defiled its pages with his infernal scribblings.
चलो. और यहाँ पे वही बंदा देगा फिर से. हाँ.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic, we'll need to find another port. Preferably one as well hidden as the ironworks.
Okay. Owain, engineer. बढ़ा दे मेरा और भी. Item limit.
Ah, Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no. We still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermal amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter. You can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make it out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too?
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the Mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hub with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah. We're only 3 short, mind, and we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
Will do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed. Can't say I've ever been to the Silent South myself. Nor Advent, for that matter. I've hardly ever been out of the duchy, to tell you the truth. Did get the chance to visit Lost Plume once, though. What a piece of work that place is. Would have stuck around to study the relics more. If half of them hadn't been trying to blimmin' kill me.
Come on.
Yeah! Faster!
Thanks, girl. This is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Be safe.
down. One to go.
Why, your stall is as ripe as a midden heap.
It's my damn bearer. It's gone and lost the touch.
Do you see anything you like? An excellent choice. I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Good girl. That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
It's a wonder they made it back at all. I heard Odin was there.
Then again, why settle for low-born chaff when we've honest-to-goodness royalty right here beneath our roof? If Prince Dion cannot see my love for him, then perhaps the Phoenix will.
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away! May I present to you the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Right then, let's get back to work. These world-changing inventions ain't gonna invent themselves.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
Canva lost. It can't be true.
I'm sorry.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
I've never had
The stew's awfully
My Lord Marquis, I heard about Eastpool. That some of my fellow Guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers. Is it true?
It's true. The village is to be rebuilt.
I have many fond memories of Eastpool. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son they never had. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but not nearly as often as I should have.
Oscar, I'd like you to assist Sir Wade in the rebuilding efforts.
But my lord, my training is not yet complete. I couldn't possibly.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home. Is what she would have wanted.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord. I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastpool, but as soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promise to return.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
The stew's awfully thick.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
I would have gone to Martha's Rest with Doris, but she ordered me to stay behind. And I'm not about to start disobeying orders.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
The Guardians of the Flame were true friends to the rest. They fought our enemies, manned our barricades, joined us on our patrols. Now they're gone, I suppose it's back to double shifts. Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to. Now, let's get this stall set out.
Nearly done.
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes. Colours too. Mostly green though.
Looking for shelter, are you? Come on inside, I'll introduce you to Martha.
Anything catch your eye? Much obliged. Thanks very much. There you go. Much obliged.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jaws couldn't hurt me. I'm a son of Rosaria, after all. A born survivor.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
म्यूट पे था मैं पता नहीं कब से.
She asked me to join her at the Baum Archers. It's a wonder she still trusts me after everything that happened.
Okay, कितने दूर जाना है? काफी दूर है. पास. Yes, ये ज़्यादा पास है. यार क्यों करते रहता हूँ म्यूट? मैं उसे सीधे क्या बोलते हो? एडोब में सब कुछ निकाल सकता हूँ जो भी आवाज़ आएगा. मैं पता नहीं क्यों करते रहता हूँ म्यूट. म्यूट नहीं करना चाहिए मुझे. ऐसे ही भूल जाता हूँ बार बार मैं. अब म्यूट करता हूँ तो म्यूट करना भूल जाता हूँ. पता नहीं फिर कब बहुत देर बाद फिर मेरे दिमाग ध्यान आता है कि मैंने म्यूट किया हुआ है अपने आप को. शिट, तो धोखा दिया मुझे क्या? नहीं, मेरे को धोखा दिया ऊपर से कोई है जाने का. तो नहीं, यहाँ से ही था. 5 गिल मिले मुझे. कितना बड़ा क्या बोलते हैं अमाउंट है वो.
Be safe.
ये मैंने इस्तेमाल करना ही छोड़ दिया ये मैजिक को.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
मैं इन्हें मारूंगा ये मुझे नहीं
You're
मारेगा
welcome to try.
जा सही में चल ठीक है हील करो मारो मारते जाओ लगभग सबको मार दिया आसानी उन्होंने सही बोलो तो काफी ज्यादा डैमेज कर दिया जितना नहीं करना चाहिए था ध्यान से करना चाहिए मुझे
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
बस चले जाएगी ऐसे ही
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
मेरे हिसाब से ये जिन लोगों को लेकर आई उसके पास गई और उन्होंने उसे क्या बोलते हैं अरेस्ट या जो भी बोलते हैं इधर अरेस्ट कर दिया
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and Muletta. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambrek. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be alright.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
और इसके साथ फाइनली यहाँ पे जितने भी साइड क्वेस्ट कर सकता हूँ सारे हो गए. ये अभी कर नहीं सकता हूँ. तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि सारे के सारे साइड क्वेस्ट हो गए. अभी भी थोड़े और साइड क्वेस्ट हैं करने के लिए. 4 मेरे हिसाब से और साइड क्वेस्ट हैं. कोई नया?
You don't know what you're talking about. The odor's what gives chances stew its depth. And that's what makes it superior to any old lizard livers.
Oh, please. Have you even tried the fried mortress? Taste, smell, texture. It beats your beloved stew hands down on every count. Now that's a masterpiece.
ये मैंने नहीं किया था, अपने आप हुआ ड्रिफ्ट की वजह से. और ये 2 जो हमने बनाने में मदद की, 2 स्ट्यू, वो 2 स्ट्यू के ऊपर लड़ रहे हैं.
What do you recommend?
Running out of things to boil in the brine.
This is a tavern.
I wonder if anyone will notice if I slipped a boot in.
ओके, कोई नया? बुरा नहीं है. सही है. यहाँ पे एक है जो मैं कर नहीं सकता हूँ. यहाँ पे करना चाहता था पर अभी हो नहीं पाया. तो इसके साथ ही शुरू करता हूँ. यही करने वाला था वैसे भी मैं. तो यहाँ पे माथा का एक और साइड क्वेस्ट. इसमें
Wonderful creatures chocobos are. They're fast, strong, loyal, and best of all, they won't bulk if you point them into the belly of a flood. Thick skins these birds have. Thicker than most, at least. Now, leave them in a flood too long and they'll turn, sure as eggs is eggs.
सुन चुका हूँ. अंकित भाई, स्ट्रीम में स्वागत है. स्ट्रीम में जोड़ने के लिए धन्यवाद. कहानी ख़त्म नहीं की. अभी ये बहुत ज़्यादा साइड क्वेस्ट है, वो ख़त्म करना चाहता हूँ मैं. तो वो कर रहा हूँ अभी. मेरे हिसाब से 4 या 5 साइड क्वेस्ट और बचे हैं जो मैं कर सकता हूँ अभी. 5 साइड क्वेस्ट है. यहाँ पे एक और साइड क्वेस्ट है पर उसे अभी कर नहीं सकता क्योंकि ये मेन अंदर घुसने के लिए मेन करने से मेन स्टोरी शुरू हो जाएगी. तो ये वाला तो बाद में करूँगा. तो उसके अलावा 5 जो हैं पूरे दुनिया में वो साइड क्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ अभी. ये माथा के साथ शुरू करके.
Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool.
आपका हफ्ता कैसे गया अंकित भाई?
Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive,
कुछ
it's
interesting
got
हुआ
to
है
be able to
हफ्ते?
fend for itself. As of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry.
क्या किया इस
If he's
हफ्ते?
to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Giselle greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love them too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us.
आप तो मुझसे ज़्यादा क्या बोलते हैं ध्यान डालते हो वीडियो में.
Right, and they're just about bearable.
मैं सिंपल वीडियो को एडिट करता हूँ, गेम प्ले वीडियो को, कोई एक्स्ट्रा म्यूजिक नहीं, ट्रांजिशंस नहीं, तो मेरा आसान होता है एडिटिंग. Rekindling the flames too. वैसे मेरा एडिटिंग आसान हुआ करता था. मैं किससे बात करता हूँ पहले?
Get them Giselle green seeds up to Sir Wade in Eastpool, would you? And while you're there, ask him what the situation is with the Akashic over that way. He might actually tell you the truth.
पर आजकल क्या बोलते हैं, ये पहले आसान हुआ करता था, बस एडिट करता था जो कुछ भी गेम प्ले में डालना चाहता हूँ, उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं. पर अब मैं वो YouTube शॉर्ट्स के लिए भी ढूंढ रहा हूँ ना, तो उसमें समय लग जा रहा है, उसके वजह से एडिटिंग करने में. कोई सारा देखता हूँ कोई अच्छा सा मिल रहा है कि नहीं. जैसे अभी रिटर्नल कर रहा हूँ मैं, वीडियो एडिट रिटर्नल का, उसके इतने ज़्यादा मुझे यूट्यूब शॉर्ट्स के लिए इतने ज़्यादा मिलते जा रहे हैं. और क्या बोलते हैं, उसको एक्सपोर्ट्स तभी कर लेता हूँ, नॉर्मल एक्सपोर्ट. ये एक्चुअल यूट्यूब शॉर्ट्स वाले में कन्वर्ट करने में मैं बाद में करूँगा, पर नॉर्मल एक्सपोर्ट करने के लिए मैं उसी समय कर लेता हूँ. तो मैं देखते रहता हूँ, सडनली दिमाग में आता है कि ये वाला एक अच्छा सा यूट्यूब शॉर्ट बनेगा, तो उसको मैं एक्सपोर्ट कर देता हूँ उधर ही. तो उसके वजह से काफ़ी समय लग रहा है आजकल मेरे वीडियो एडिटिंग में भी. कोई मैसेज नहीं डाल रहा हूँ मैं, और वीडियो ये क्या बोलते हैं, ये यूट्यूब फॉर्मेट में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए मेरे एक सेपरेट एडोब सेव फाइल है, और ये जो वीडियोस एडिट करता हूँ उसका सेपरेट है. तो मैं पहले क्या करता हूँ कि अभी ऑलरेडी एक्सपोर्ट कर देता हूँ अभी, और फिर बाद में जाके वो एक सेपरेट सेव फाइल जो है जिसमें वो फॉर्मेट है यूट्यूब शॉर्ट का, उसमें जाके फिर वो थोड़ा हिलाना डुलाना जो भी करना होता है ताकि सही समय पे सही जगह पे हो, वो करता हूँ. ओह, मैसेज वाले शॉर्ट्स. ओके. ओ डेस्टिनी से, सर्वाइवर से नहीं, स्टार वॉर्स जेडाई से नहीं, डेस्टिनी से.
A delivery from Martha.
विशाल ग्रीन सीड्स. While chocobos adore Gishal's greens, their human masters find them significantly less, with some turning to them only in times of hardship. Most often after their faithful steeds have already been added to the pot. चलता है अंकित भाई, मैं भी शॉर्ट्स का अभी सीख रहा हूँ.
Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she?
अभी मालूम पड़ जाए तो सही है, कमेंट्स में हो या कहीं पे भी हो.
You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike.
ये ध्यान में रखूंगा ऐसे.
We've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of
The horde is closing in.
ज़्यादा एक्शन वाले रखूंगा मैं. रिटर्नल में काफी एक्शन वाले मैंने सेव किए हैं शॉट्स वैसे.
Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The horde.
Akashic, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size.
I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lacked men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your guardians, what help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them.
और ये अपील मेरे हिसाब से सुनेंगे हम अभी.
My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many.
हाँ, स्टार्टिंग के थोड़े आवर्स में कोई भी व्यूज नहीं होता.
defeat them with you at our side.
और फिर थोड़े अगले दिन जब देखता हो तो 100 के ऊपर होते हैं स्ट्रीम्स कभी-कभी. ये लेटेस्ट वाले में तो उतने स्ट्रीम्स नहीं उतने नहीं है पर
bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. The home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to
शायद.
give you lot a chance.
अब
Just like I do.
फर्स्ट 24 आवर्स के बाद मेरे ज़्यादा व्यूज आते ही नहीं है. फर्स्ट 24 आवर्स में भी बहुत ज़्यादा एक साथ अचानक से आते हैं और फिर उसके बाद बहुत धीरे-धीरे बढ़ता है व्यूज.
This place, Eastpool. This is your village, your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you?
मेरा भी वैसे ही है.
Accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
उसके बाद बहुत ही कम व्यूज आते हैं. एक टाइम लिमिट होता है.
All right. Give me a sword.
So that you can change this algorithm by not uploading for a day or two.
I'd have a home of my own.
ये सिर्फ शॉर्ट्स अपलोड नहीं करना है या वीडियोस भी.
I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
और अभी भी दर्द है लग रहा है वॉल्टन दबाई. बंद घरा की फाड़ तब से.
Gladly.
लगता है ठीक से साफ नहीं किया आपने वॉल्टन दबाई.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
अंकित भाई भी वो सेम बोल रहे थे. वो ये थोड़े बहुत हैं अब मेरे पास. इसके क्या बोलते हैं?
My lady, we're ready.
एक्शन वाले हैं अभी ये स्टार वॉर्स जेडाई सर्वाइवर के. जैसे आज वाला जो डाला मैंने.
And guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all.
वॉल्टन तो भाई एक बार फिर से साफ कर लो कीबोर्ड समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या लिख रहे हो आप
On defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers,
G और H exchange हो गए थे
converge at a point of our choosing.
Exchange.
That point will be the village square. The perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them. And for you and I to finish them off.
वैसे वो उसके साथ किया क्या वो जो जेल मिलता है साफ करने के लिए या फिर कैसे किया
Strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. But you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together. Everyone playing their part. Each shielding the other that no man might fall. That East Pool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
एयर डस्टर मैं तो यूजुअली बस ऊपर का साफ कर देता हूँ जब बंद रहता है मेरा पूरा अच्छे से दबा के साफ करता हूँ कीबोर्ड को पर हाँ उससे अंदर जो है वो डस्ट नहीं निकलेगा
Right you are, Martha.
कीज निकाल के नहीं वॉल्ट अंडर भाई कीबोर्ड एंथुसियास्ट नहीं है उनके पास वो सारा है नहीं निकालने के लिए जो चाहिए होता है कीबोर्ड एंथुसियास्ट वो तो वॉफली है वॉफली थे ना वॉल्ट अंडर भाई जो कीबोर्ड एंथुसियास्ट है
And here it comes.
ये सब मरेंगे
Not let this village fall.
आपने सारे कीज भी निकाले वॉल्ट अंडर भाई साफ करने के लिए कीबोर्ड मुझे लगा सिर्फ नॉर्मल एयर डस्टर वो उससे किया ओह डैम निकल जाती आसानी से पर लगाना थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है यूजुअली पर वही है बस थोड़ा दबा दो तो हो जाता है Oh shit. ना आसानी से निकलने दूंगा इन सबको मारो वाह भाई यार कितने ज्यादा हैं सही में ओ ये आ गया मारो क्या एनिमेशन इनका
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
माल में वो मेरे दिमाग में अभी आया कि वो एक और अच्छा शॉट होगा नया चोकोबो म्यूजिक
Sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the khel.
वैसे जॉन का शेडिंग सीजन कब होता है वॉल्ट अंडर भाई
You're sure, my lord. May the founder protect you.
Oh shit, make for Rhiannon's ride. यहाँ से ही ज़्यादा जल्दी होगा मेरे हिसाब से।
Come to tell me an Akashic Curl's heading towards the rest? Get yourself down there. We can handle things here.
Next one's mine. I might not know one end of a sword from the other, but I can roast the bastards.
All right, stay with me. We fight as one.
The khel was sighted on Rhiannon's ride back towards Martha's Rest. Found a speed you, my lord.
A call, huh?
East Pool will be safe in our hands, my lord. You have my word.
कॉल मजा आता है उसके खिलाफ लड़ने में।
Good girl.
तो एक और कॉल मिल जाए तो सही है, यहाँ पे एक और लड़ाई हो जाए तो। समर्स तो मतलब जैसे अप्रैल मई जून, मतलब अभी अभी खत्म हुआ है। आखिरी बार कब साफ किया था आपने अपना कीबोर्ड? सही बोलूं तो मेरे पास ऑलरेडी एक बार डॉग रहा है, पहले था। मैं एक कैट चाहूंगा, पर वही है ना, इतना समय ऑफिस में रहता हूँ कि ठीक से मैं उसका ध्यान रख भी पाऊंगा कि नहीं पता नहीं। ज्यादातर ध्यान मेरे मम्मी पापा को रखना होगा। आसानी से नहीं चलेगा। क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं? सही है। ओह शिट, डेफिनेटली कोई आइडिया नहीं मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ। आपको क्या पसंद है अंकित भाई, कुत्ता या बिल्ली? आपके पास है कुछ बिल्ली निखिल भाई, या फिर पहले था अब नहीं? सही में क्या कर रहा हूँ सही में यार। नो नो नो, कर दो यार। मर गया। स्ट्रे कैट से एक कहानी याद आई यार, एक बुरी, जहां पे मैं पहले रहता था ना। 2 मिनट देना, एक कहानी बताता हूँ। बुरी कहानी है वैसे, हैप्पी कहानी नहीं। ऐसे मान में क्या अभी बता देता हूँ। एक पहले बिल्डिंग में जहाँ पे मैं रहता था, वहाँ पे एक बंदा था जो एक स्ट्रे कैट की मदद करता था। रात में क्या बोलते हैं, हमेशा घर के अंदर उसे बुला देता था सुलाने के लिए, और फिर सुबह वापस छोड़ देता था। और वो बिल्ली आ भी जाती थी, छोटी सी बिल्ली थी, फुली ग्रोन नहीं। एक दिन क्या हुआ, वो उसे घर में लाना भूल गया। और उस रात थोड़े कुत्तों ने उस बिल्ली को ढूंढ लिया और मार दिया उसे। रो रहा था बुरी तरह अगले दिन वो। मुझे वो दिन याद भी है क्योंकि मुझे बहुत आवाज आ रही थी कुत्ते के भौंकने की और बिल्ली के चिल्लाने की। अगले दिन बहुत रोया वो भूल गया क्योंकि जिस एक दिन वो बिल्ली को घर लाने भूल गया रात को, उस दिन कुत्तों ने उस पर हमला कर दिया।
Thank you, my friends.
जैसे मैंने कहा, अच्छी स्टोरी नहीं थी।
Thank you.
हैप्पी स्टोरी।
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then.
सही में काफी ज्यादा है.
Get to work.
This village
वो भी है काउस तो इसलिए क्योंकि इंडिया में डेयरी प्रोडक्ट्स बहुत इस्तेमाल होते हैं, बहुत ही ज़्यादा. ये घी, पनीर, मिलाई, वो सब बहुत इस्तेमाल होता है. मिलाई वाला बटर वो बहुत इस्तेमाल होता है. तो उसके लिए काफ़ी ज़्यादा गाय की ज़रूरत होती है.
They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
वैसे मिलाई से याद आया,
I shall remain here, my lord.
ये मिलाई को जब घी में कन्वर्ट करते हैं तो नीचे थोड़ा रेजिड्यू बनता है ना, वो मुझे बहुत पसंद है खाना रोटी के साथ. आपने कभी ट्राई किया वो?
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull just getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too.
कभी ट्राई नहीं किया तो
Rosarians have got
बोलो मत.
together, haven't we?
अच्छा होता है वो, अगर वो जले नहीं तो. अगर जल जाए तो खराब होता है. जल जाए तो खराब हो जाता है. अगर नहीं जले तब अच्छा होता है.
I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
जलने पे काफ़ी जली हुई स्मेल आती है. पूरा काला काला रहता है. पर अगर जले नहीं तो थोड़ा लाइटिश ब्राउन कलर रहता है. कोई काला नहीं.
Against that giant marble, not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage.
उसका स्मेल तो घी की तरह ही होता है.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be yours.
I'll do my best.
जाके मार्था से बात करना होगा.
Thank you again for all you have done for me and mine, my lord. You may rest assured that Eastpool will be safe in my hands. Thanks to you.
वेल वो तो है. इससे मुझे एक और याद आया एक्चुअली, जो मुझे पसंद है, जो शायद सारे लोगों को पसंद ना हो. एक आटे का क्या बोलते हैं हलवा बनता है ना, आटे का या मैदा का मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा. नॉर्मल हलवा किसका बनता है, आटे का या मैदा का? सूजी. ओके, आटे का हलवा एक बनता है हमारे यहाँ शायद, आटे का ये जो मैं सोच रहा हूँ. तो एक बार ना मैं नानी के यहाँ था अपने, और नानी ने वो थोड़ा ला दिया उसे हलवे को आटे का, और मुझे वो बहुत अच्छा लगा. अब खाता नहीं हूँ क्योंकि सही बोलूँ तो उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा घी लगता है और मैं अपने वेट का करता हूँ. पर अगर वेट का प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता ना तो मैं एटलीस्ट महीने में 1-2 बार बनाने के लिए कहता था मम्मी को. मुझे बहुत पसंद था वो. मैं उसे काला हलवा कहता था क्योंकि यूजुअली ब्राउन होता है ना हलवा, वो काले रंग का था क्योंकि थोड़ा जल जाता था वो. तो वो एक और चीज़ है जो मुझे पसंद है, अलग सी थोड़ा. यार इस तरफ देख,
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
आजकल नहीं खाता हूँ क्योंकि
It's
उस
only right that you get rewarded for it.
नॉर्मल क्या
Take
बोलते
it
हैं हलवा
before I
में
change
बहुत
my
ज़्यादा घी
mind.
होता है, तो बहुत समय से खाया नहीं है क्योंकि वेट को कम करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ मैं.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see
80
the
के
day,
नीचे
eh?
लाना चाहता हूँ मैं अपने.
That was your idea.
84 पे हूँ मैं currently. 4 किलो और.
I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Not your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye.
जिम जा रहा हूँ, वो टेंशन मत लो अंकित भाई. सुबह 7 बजे पहुँचता हूँ और निकलता हूँ 8:45. 1 hour 40, 1 hour 45 minutes करता हूँ जिम.
Before I met Sid.
Weekdays, Monday to Friday.
That's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me.
जिम जा रहा हूँ मैं.
He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about.
उसके अलावा और भी कर रहा हूँ ये Thursday,
Cheeky arse was rattling on
Saturday
me
को
about how I was doing it all wrong. After all
लंच
my
में मैं
hard
boiled
work.
vegetables भी खा रहा हूँ.
Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison.
80 के नीचे लाना है मुझे यार.
Do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day. That whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were.
एक बार 80 के नीचे चले जाऊँ तो वो boiled vegetables खाना बंद कर दूँगा सबसे पहले तो.
We both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke?
ना मुझे थायराइड का कोई इश्यू नहीं
I
है.
saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions,
Overweight नहीं हूँ मैं.
the harder they are to
मैं बस
achieve.
180 के लिए
Those of us who follow in their footsteps
70 और 75 के बीच में होना चाहिए. मैं उसके लिए तो अभी नहीं जा रहा हूँ, पर 80 के नीचे करना चाहता हूँ मैं.
You're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh?
वो belly जो बोलते हैं ना वो आ गया है मेरा.
A little bit of hope.
वो निकालना है मुझे.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work.
फास्टिंग नहीं कर सकता क्योंकि मुझे हर एक
Some dinner, shall we?
ब्रेकफास्ट लंच और डिनर के बाद दवाई खानी होती है.
It's a hot meal, and you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a
थायराइड का इश्यू नहीं है पर किडनी का इश्यू है, तो दवाइयाँ के लिए खाना खाना पड़ता है. ओह 40 का हो गया. ओ नहीं ऑलरेडी हो गया था. 41 का हूँ मैं बल्कि अब. सही है. Martha's Rest signboard, the emblem of Martha's Rest, personal fiefdom of the Golden Stable's indomitable landlady. To those with no love for the Empire, the settlement stands as an island of safety in the sea of anything but, displayed in Clive's chamber.
Don't worry, Clive. You went alone in this fight. Whenever you find yourself in need, be it of money, men, or a bowl of hot stew, the stable's door is always open.
ऐसे कुछ भी करने से पहले सेव कर देता हूँ. और स्ट्रीम को अभी के लिए यहाँ पर ही बंद करता हूँ. अंकित भाई, इसका मैंने एक्चुअली पता लगाने की कोशिश की थी ऑनलाइन मैक्स लेवल. मैं श्योर नहीं हूँ, शायद लेवल 50 है. एक बार फिर से चेक करता हूँ। ये जब भी फाइनल फैंटेसी 16 के लिए कुछ भी डेटा ढूंढने की कोशिश करता हूँ ना ऑनलाइन, वो फाइनल फैंटेसी 16 नहीं, फाइनल फैंटेसी 14 के बारे में मुझे आर्टिकल्स दिखते हैं ज़्यादा, फाइनल फैंटेसी 16 से ज़्यादा। तो क्योंकि दोनों क्या बोलते हैं, XIV और XVI जैसे लिखते हैं ना, तो गूगल सोचता है कि जो मैंने गलती से क्या बोलते हैं 14 के जगह 16 लिख दिया। ओके फाइनली है। बेस गेम में लेवल 50 है, और अगर फाइनल फैंटेसी मोड में लेवल 100 है, तो बेस गेम जो अभी करेंटली खेल रहा हूं, तो मुझे 9 लेवल बढ़ाना है मैक्स लेवल के लिए। मुझे लगा ही था। मैक्स लेवल चेक कर रहे थे वॉल्टन तो भाई, और कुछ नहीं। इस गेम का मैक्स लेवल क्या है? 9 लेवल चाहिए मुझे मैक्स लेवल के लिए। वैसे लंच के लिए मैं अभी बंद करता हूं स्ट्रीम को। 15 NG। ओके, आपको कुछ ज़्यादा ही आदत है वॉल्टन भाई ये सोल्स गेम की, NG प्लस बोल रहे हो। इसे सब में वैसे ही बोलते हैं। तो वैसे भी अंकित भाई, वॉल्टन भाई, शुभ भाई, श्री भाई, बाइनो भाई, और उसके अलावा जो भी स्ट्रीम में जुड़े थे, अभी स्ट्रीम में जुड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मैं अब लंच करने जाता हूँ, मैं आपसे लंच के बाद मिलूँगा।